So really short intro for today, guys. What's up? Kevin here, back with another video on the Sixth Streets YouTube channel. And today we actually got a big day working on this Supra. As you guys see, we already have one part down here. We got our R1 concept brake rotors from a Mercedes R350. And so let me run you through the rest of the stuff that we're doing today before we get to work. And I put the GoPro on. We have our Driveshaft Shop stainless steel one-piece drive shaft that we are going to be replacing. Our hub centric rings for the brakes. We got in here Akibono brake pads. Oh, I don't have the calipers out. I got to bring the calipers out to show you guys. ARP wheel studs on all four corners. We got a new master cylinder, our new rotors, of course. Now let me go get the calipers so you guys see. Oh, and we have .4 brake fluid here for when we change the master. And that would pretty much be it for today, at least. And we should have a much better driving car, much safer, funner to drive, everything. I'm gonna go get the brakes so you guys see them. And of course, I then get to work on this thing. And here we got the Mercedes brake calipers from an S500. They're already black, so pretty much all I did was get some stickers I have over there, some red Brembo stickers, and I'm going to throw them on the car. They'll definitely stop and look much better than these single piston brakes that the car has. So pretty excited to get all this stuff done. Going to be a much better car and look better too, and just be safer as well. So that being said, got to jack up the car. Let's get to it. The rest of this will be on the GoPro. So we're going to start with the drive shaft. I'm going to do this first of everything we got to do today. It's a lot of work. Alright, we got two out, so I had to get out, spin the drive shaft again. We ended up disconnecting the exhaust to get easier access to the center bearing. It's already partially loose, and once this comes out, we just put this one back in. Well, not back in, but put this one in, and then we'll be fine. We got the two that we took out here. Make sure we don't lose them. There we go. I had taken all my wheels and tires thinking I was going to do brakes first, but then I don't know why I just elected to do this. We're done on this end. Just got to get that center support bearing out and get this bitch out from under here. And finally, we put our stainless steel shaft. Alright. GoPro just keeps sliding off my head, so I'll catch up with you guys after I finish getting this out, and I'll put the other one back in, just film torquing that in, and then we continue on with brakes, wheel studs, and the rest of what's left. Before I continue working on the car with the GoPro, just for comparison's sake, the weight of these two drive shafts is a massive difference, and instead I got a steel, not aluminum. You can see I really have to put effort to lift this, whereas this I really got to try harder. And on top of that, the bearing was pretty much shot, so there was a lot of play in that while driving the car. It was not good at all. We did order the right shaft. It's pretty much the exact length, so we should have no issues with it going in. And well, we should see a performance increase because obviously we don't have this bearing giving us issues anymore. And the weight savings are real on this. All right, back to the drive shaft then. Ernest, say what's up to the camera real quick. Oh my god. Nah, fuck filming this underneath. GoPro keeps falling off my head every time. So exhaust is put back together, drive shaft is in. Now it's just wheel studs, brakes. This rotor doesn't want to come off though. Master. And that'll be it for this car. Wait, no. Gonna be easier with the reservoir on it already.
Here, if you want, just start searching up the rotor.
Okay, yeah.
Try and see if we could get that off, bro. Or you could do the front lines, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Seems like it's pulling it a little.
Hell yeah. Anthony came in clutch.
Yeah, for real. probably going to be a pretty big difference between these and those. Let's do a comparison between the new and the old. Maybe this one. Yeah, this definitely helps, bro.
Oh my god. Are they the same thread pitch though?
Yeah, they're Lexus, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They're an S500 stud. And it's what my friend used on his Benz BBK, so I know it works. Yeah, no, this is a bit of a pain here. What I was thinking
the only thing is like, I'd say is drill a hole through his back shield, but I wouldn't do it.
Nah, man. If anything, dude, this is really fucking long. We can chop some of it.
How?
I have an angle grinder right there.
Alright.
Yeah.
You can do it. Chop a couple threads off.
Gray stars on this car and get. Oh my god, dude.
It doesn't look.
Oh. That looks disgusting, though.
Yeah,
that looks disgusting. I like it.
It doesn't fit.
No, yeah, this is way too big. This is
Yeah,
like,
of course, but
this is like putting truck tires on it.
hypotheticals.
Looks good now.
But dude, come on, think of it with the VMS wheels on it.
Oh yeah, if I get some PMS on here, bro, this car would look nasty.
There's a vice grip, Kevin? Nah,
Vice grip, right here.
That'll be fine. Either way, we're only testing one.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Woo! That car gives me like the heebie-jeebies, like the respect me or die.
You think you got enough?
Respect me or die.
You think you got enough
What?
for this?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. This is like, yeah, it's.
Don't count driver mod though. I'm talking about the car. The car
No,
has enough.
The car. It shifts through every gear perfectly. Ernest drove it. The boost, when it kicks on, it's like when you kick boost.
Yeah.
Everything just starts screaming. This is the same thing.
Oh. I know. No, and if it doesn't fit right, then gotta cut more, and if not, then we gotta do this 9 more times.
Yeah, but it's easier because we don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to find how much. We just gotta do it.
That works.
Yes, bro.
Let's see how much longer. Wait.
Yeah, you gotta get all the other ones and mark them with a Sharpie.
You're gonna do.
Yeah.
So once you know what you
Here's
want.
one box for this side.
Oh my god, it's so close.
No.
That's
too
it.
much.
Yeah, the one all just snaps to clean off. ARP.
Yeah, but that's it. That's fine.
All right, there we go. So, day 2 of the drive shaft and brake install and all this stuff. As you guys see, we've been cutting wheel studs. Started last night, did the ones for one side, and then today I did the other 5. And oh, that's hot. Did the other 5 today. Reason being, let me go over to the car to show you guys real quick, and just a comparison of even our cut studs to stock. Not too much longer, a little bit longer, but still enough to make us a little safer with our Race Star wheels. And let me show you guys what was going on yesterday. So we were trying to change studs without having to remove the entire hub assembly, because we know this is going to be a lot of work. I know at some point, obviously, I definitely need some control arms pretty much as soon as possible, and just to refresh everything, make sure the car is good. But for now, it's holding up, it's doing perfectly fine, not doing anything weird. So, you know, no point in really getting into all that now. It's driving like a dream, so we'll take care of that a little later, possibly when I drop out the entire subframe and do reinforcements. Now, right here you're gonna see we tried to bend back the dust shield a little bit, and our extended studs were still far too long. So what we did was cut them just enough so that they are longer than stock, but we can put them in here and then they would fit right. Let me show you one for example. Let's say this one right here that we had cut yesterday. Okay, put that in there, spin the hub. until we get to the hole that needs it. Bring it through, and then obviously do your regular tightening process. And well, we did this successfully for all of these, just left this one out as a second measure, but I still had to do them all for the other side, so that's what I've been doing today. So we're going to take off the other brake after we get the stud on and all that. We're going to take off the other brake, put these studs, and then just assemble our brakes in the rear, then we move on to the front. Alright, so we finally pulled all 5 studs through on this side. Now we just got to get to the other studs on the other side after we take apart the brakes, and then we'll be on our way to the front. There we go, we can just pull this off now. All the yaga duggas to get these out. I even had to get some WD-40 to break them loose. They were tight on this side, really tight, way tighter than yesterday. Let's get this out and we can begin installing wheel studs. Our cut lugs in here. Yep, there we go. Alright, all 5 studs are in. Now we just got to pull them through. And I guess we can reassemble the rear. All studs swapped, extended studs all around. And we can safely throw our race stars on now with no sketchiness. So really happy about that. Got to assemble the brakes, and well, we're pretty much done for the rear then. We already put our stainless steel line on the back and we move to the front. There we go. It's not going anywhere. Stainless steel line is good. Now we just got to do the other side and do the same. Rear brakes are done. Finally I can move on to the front. I wanted to put on a race star, but we do have to bleed brakes after we fill up fluid and finish our swap in the front, so that'll have to wait. So let's get to work on the front here. We knocked these through right here and took these clips out that are holding in our old brake pads, which look like the Bosch semi-metallics. However, we decided to go with Akebono ceramics, as you see in here. Here's one pad. These are the new brake pads, and I had these on my LS400 and they were great, so I'm sure they should be no less in this car. So we just got to throw these on, put a little bit of grease on them, and we go from there. We're just gonna put a little Brembo sticker on here, and that should give the calipers a little bit of a extra flair to them. Just not re-spraying exactly because, well, I want the car to drive already, and they're black anyway, so you're not gonna see them a whole lot. I know it probably would help, but to be honest, I just want to throw them in the car already. All right, so I went ahead and opened up the calipers a little bit after changing the pads. Now we just got to undo that, bend our dust shield back, change our studs, put our rotor, and we have our left side done. Oh, and actually we have to get the stainless steel lines on there, and then we'll be good. as you guys see, huge difference compared to the Mercedes brake. Literally one piston only, which for 500 horses is certainly not enough. And our rotor, about 11 inches. And this rotor probably got warped because the car was stopping horribly towards the end with these brakes. Now we just gotta bring this flap out. I cut this before to change our studs. We change our studs and then we get to the brakes. I'll have to cut this again on the other side, and this would allow me to freely change studs far easier than if I didn't have it. If I didn't have it, I would probably have to take out the entire assembly of the hubs. So this is a more efficient way to do it. However, if you are going to replace wheel bearings or something, it's certainly worth taking apart everything and just changing your studs at the same time as that. But other than that, now we just bang these through, and I feel our extended studs would have no problem getting through the front here. There we go. So we were finally able to cut this enough, and eventually just hammered this part on the inside back enough to just barely clear the head of the wheel stud. So we're gonna try another one to make sure we have enough clearance. I know it's pretty much the same, but just making sure we can come. There we go. We're comfortably fitting all our studs in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can probably just cut this piece off, because I had to cut so much of it off that might as well just cut the entire thing off. And I'm also gonna have to keep bending back this dust shield to then fit our larger rotors for the Mercedes calipers. You guys have already seen this multiple times, but of course, just gonna start doing these. I'll catch you guys in a bit when I'm actually bending back the shield and when I'm putting on rotors and calipers. All 5 extended wheel studs on this side, no issues whatsoever. We just gotta go through the pain in the ass of cutting all of this on the other side. Alright, let's get this on here. Very, very nice. Looks great on the car and is definitely going to help our stopping power a whole lot. So I'm hyped to see what this car can do once we have all this put together. It's taking way longer. I had to leave to get some other caliper bolts. The ones I ordered just weren't doing the trick at all. These are threading in just fine. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I got the right ones now. These are 12 by 1.5. Got them at Ace Hardware. For some reason they were W220 caliper bolts, but they're not going all the way through in my particular case. Most people have used these bolts and had success, so I don't know if the dealership I bought them from just kind of like scanned me and sent me the wrong part, or if I just have something weird going on back here and for some reason it doesn't work for me. But just know, if you find the part number and get the OEM bolts, it could work for you. Just in my case, that didn't happen. We're gonna try mount this up and see how she fits. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys, at this point where I thought my calipers were gonna bolt in, but they don't actually fit, as you might have seen in some of those clips. And I realized R1 Concept sent me a rotor a full inch bigger than I needed.